Welcome to the What If podcast with your hosts, Spencer Worth Davis and Ryan Copperrood.
What's up, buddy?
Is it recording?
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, dog, we out here.
Dude, crazy.
Crazy. I like you, but you're crazy.
It's the What If podcast.
Sure enough is.
That's Ryan. That's Lydia.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Hey, we should do this because we've gotten a couple of these recently. Hi, everyone. My name is Ryan Copperrood. I'm 6'5" and I have a beard.
Hi. Oh, my name is Spencer. I'm not 6'5" and I don't have a beard.
There we go.
If you look at us on the internet, people think we have our opposite voices, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh.
We got a couple
Yeah.
more of those confusions recently, so just wanted to give everybody a quick voice tutorial of who's who in this gang.
Yeah. Well, my name's Lydia. I'm 5'3" and I'm a lady. And
Perfect.
I have a better beard than both of you.
You sure
True.
do.
True.
Boy,
Sure thing.
How did you grow your locks so long?
Oh, you know, conditioner.
Oh, you know,
That's all.
the usual way.
The usual way beards grow through genetics.
Ryan, did you buy a ticket?
You know how close I was to buying a ticket before I had to drive over to your house.
God damn it, dude.
Dude.
It's not hard.
What did you get what?
We're
Oh.
going to, well,
Yeah.
yeah, we're going
Bigfoot.
to the thing in Denver, the Mile High Mysteries Conference.
Dude.
Except Brian keeps lying to everyone
Ryan.
and saying he's going to go, but then he doesn't do it.
I'm going. I told everyone I'm going. The ticket is
You made Lydia really sad. That's how sad everyone else is when they have to listen to us every week.
Are you like Winnie? Whoa, that was the creepiest horse I'd ever heard. I'm going.
What happened this time?
I just haven't bought it yet. I literally was looking up which flight was the flight for me to buy before I had to come over here. I will not be chastised further. It's fucking happening. You should be psyched.
You've been
not
saying this for
disappointed.
2 weeks and then not doing it, which is the only reason that I had an air horn queued up for you even.
Air horn, air horn.
No, you don't get it because you didn't buy
Is it a
ticket.
different air horn or is it that air horn?
It's that's all you get. You don't even get a full
I
air
get a
horn. It's that
taste.
one. Yeah.
Man.
I will actually buy it on a break this time because I have the ticket up literally in front of me.
Not to be trusted.
Speaking of people failing at things, have you dunked yet?
No, but if it was as easy as paying $113, I damn well would have in the last week.
Wouldn't that be sweet?
You just pay $113 to dunk a basketball?
Should we make a fake infomercial where it's just send us $113 and you get to dunk?
No.
I
we
can
send
teach
you-
you how to dunk.
Did your dunking skills come with your big beard
And my height, yeah.
and your height? 5'3" and your 18-inch beard
Yeah. And I can dunk
and
like
a 30-inch vertical.
I think you'd need more than that at 5'3".
30-inch.
Good point. Good point.
That's,
Well, 30
that's 2.5 feet.
man.
That's not going to be
2.5
enough.
feet. What do you got? An extra couple feet from your arms over your head? 3 feet?
Yeah, I can dunk.
Your arms go 3 feet over your head?
No, I suppose not. 2. She probably gets 2
It's like
feet.
a foot and a half.
Yeah, I
maybe.
kind of like, hey, you're
feet.
selling me short. That's got
I'll
to
give
be
you
2
feet.
feet. 2
Yeah,
feet.
2 feet from the very
My
top of your
arms
head.
look at
think so.
the shoulder to elbow. That looks like a foot to me.
Yeah. But I'm saying from the top of your head, not the total length of your arm.
Oh yeah, preach.
I like that you have your arms above your head the whole time we're having this conversation.
Keep 'em.
I'll just keep them.
Just
The
for
entire
reference.
episode.
Yeah.
Speaking of dunking basketballs,
Yeah.
do we want to give out our schedule for this week so people can come watch you coach our
Sure.
basketball team?
We should have posted the photo in the group.
Oh yeah.
So for those
Follow
of
us
you,
on Instagram if you want to see us doing stupid stuff during the week.
who don't know, Spencer is in a men's rec league basketball.
We Ryan, you are part of the team.
Well, right. I would say Spencer is a player and I am the coach.
Correct.
And I showed up last week in some delightful 16-inch shorts
Oh.
with some high socks
Oh.
and a whistle. And I brought my whiteboard to draw plays on. And
You didn't drop any plays though.
no.
Yeah, I'm looking at a picture right now, and this is something I I didn't really need to see.
Oh, no, you did. You didn't know
I didn't
that you
really
needed
need
it
it.
until
He
you
has
saw
pants
it.
on in that one. It
Are
was
those fake
worse.
eyebrows?
No, it does look like fake eyebrows, but they are actually
Are they the
flip
sunglass?
aviator sunglasses.
The clip-on joints.
Clip-on flip aviator
Dude,
sunglasses.
hell yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank
All
you.
right. That's the only part of that I like.
All right, you'll come around. You'll come around.
Anyway, we're undefeated so far.
1-0 with Coach Ryan.
Isn't that because a whole team walked out or something?
No, we won fair and square.
I like that Lydia thinks the only way we could win a basketball game is by everyone fucking leaving.
We won by like 12 or something. It was dominant, if I do say so myself.
But I thought like everybody at the rec center quit.
Oh, that was a while ago. That was
Different game.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
ref quit because she hated us.
You understand, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you get it. If you,
I got it.
yeah,
I got it.
yeah.
But yeah, Thursday nights. Go ahead.
Oh, I think we play at 8 p.m. at Green Central Gym in Minneapolis.
I can't believe you're inviting people to your rec league basketball games
Oh,
on
yeah,
our
why
podcast.
not? I don't know. How many of y'all live in Minneapolis? Can't be that many.
Oh, no, there's a pretty good amount of y'all.
Come make some signs. I'll put up a really high resolution photo of my face if you want to make one of those big heads.
Yeah.
And bring that to the game.
For sure.
If you want to bring like a cooler of beer, that's probably not encouraged. I think it's technically in a school.
I was going to say at a
Don't do that.
community
Don't
center.
do that.
I think
Don't
that's
do
probably
that.
not a good idea.
But yeah, we'll keep you updated. I'll be dunking in no time, probably by this Thursday.
Here we go.
Yeah.
There we go. I like how
No
we're
time at
slowly
all.
evolving into a basketball podcast.
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
basketball coach and you're learning how to dunk.
Yeah, we should probably get to what we're actually talking about.
We have one more announcement before we get into
Oh.
creepy pasta. Creepy pasta. Yeah, it's happening.
Fuck.
It's happening. Yep, you asked for this.
Fuck no.
We do have one more quick announcement, which is a massive shout out to our brother in arms, Rob, who had us on a mini-sode of his episode or of his podcast, Our Strange Skies. The mini-sode series that Rob is doing is called The Meltdown, wherein he has guests join him to absolutely fucking melt down about a meltdown-worthy topic. The fuck no that Spencer just played was from the Tom DeLonge interview on Joe Rogan's podcast, which is what we ended up melting down with Rob about. And we had a really fucking good time doing it. We spent an hour making fun of Tom DeLonge. And yeah, you can go to Our Strange Skies. I don't know if that's the website. Just look for Our Strange Skies on
Yeah,
anywhere you
it's
listen to
on
podcasts.
on all the usual spots.
And you can hear our episode with Rob.
And
which we had a
Rob,
good time
sorry
doing.
we ruined your podcast.
Yeah,
we showed up and guested once, and he started getting horrible reviews on iTunes. One of them says usually 5 stars, and then she rated it 3 stars. I would usually give 5 stars here, as I think Rob does a great job researching and presenting reasonable information in a fun way. But after today's edition, I have to drop it down to 3. After 5 minutes of listening to filthy language, I felt sick to my stomach and had to turn it off. Disappointing! Hopefully the next one will be better and back to his usual standards.
Rob, we are
That lady hates us.
We are super fucking sorry. And we'll buy you 2 beers for the 2 stars you lost next time we see you. And
You know what?
Thanks.
We're not for everyone.
We're not
it's okay.
we're not for everyone, but we're for you guys because you're listening to us right now. And for that, we thank you.
Twitter mysteries.
Dun, dun, dun.
Which one are we starting with?
Oh,
I don't know, dude. What kind of pasta dish do you like?
Oh my
Stop.
God, Ryan.
Yeah. Yes.
Ryan.
What she said.
Go home.
Mastacholi?
I like spaghetti.
Okay, spaghetti it is, Spencer.
Oh. I need the Luigi sound back. Let's start with the most recent one.
Dun, dun, dun. We should have one of those drops too.
No.
Just a scary horn section stab.
Oh, yeah.
See? Lydia's in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next time.
Solid. Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for having my back on that one.
Yeah, I got
You said
you.
no to
That's
me,
the
but
only
when
time.
you said yeah, he said yes. 'cause
Well, I was
Spencer hates
outvoted.
me.
It's
Yeah, that's true.
2 to 1. Yeah.
All right.
Strayed Away, as in strayed, STRAYED, away, on Twitter, posted a voicemail that he received over the weekend. I think it was on Friday.
Please tell me you have it because I couldn't get it again.
Oh, well, yeah, because dude's Twitter account doesn't exist anymore.
What?
Well, it exists, but is private?
I think it's gone. But
did somebody go get the username and made it private? Oh, for sure that happened.
let's start by listening to the
government.
voicemail.
Okay.
Sierra, Delta, Alpha, November, Golf, Echo, Romeo, Sierra, Oscar, Sierra, India, Tango, India, Sierra, Delta, India, Romeo, Echo, Foxtrot, Oscar, Romeo, Yankee, Oscar, November, Oscar, Tango, Hotel, Uniform, Mike, Alpha, November.
I don't know why it's so funny to me that M is Mike.
04293396420. Sierra, Oscar, Sierra, Delta, Alpha,
I feel like
November.
it's just a really hard spelling test.
If you
It's so scary.
Uniform. Romeo. Go.
Mike,
Mike.
spell Mike.
Wait, what was number 5?
If you spell all that out from the phonetic alphabet that it was listed in there, you get SOS, danger, SOS. It is dire for you to evacuate. Be cautious. They are not human. Then those numbers, and then it says SOS, danger, SOS again. Some people took the numbers to be latitude and longitude coordinates, and if you do them that way, it comes up with somewhere in Malaysia. Somebody also tried it because it's 10 digits. Somebody also tried it as a phone number, but it just got like a error, disconnected. Yeah,
This number.
yeah, that thing.
Yeah. That
And then-
haunted me.
So there's
It's going to get way worse.
a string.
I know.
A string of tweets from this guy, in addition to just posting the voicemail. With the voicemail, he said, quote, "I really need y'all to listen to this voicemail I just got. I'm deactivating my cell phone service." Then he said, "I don't know why I was just sent military code. The fuck do I look like, Liam Neeson?" Then, after posting that, posted a screenshot of a DM that said in Indonesian, quote, "End the post you just shared about the recording on your phone." And then you got several more DMs that were, a couple of them were in binary, some more in Indonesian.
All
And
from
then
like different
different
Twitter
accounts.
accounts.
Yeah,
And most of the
yeah.
Twitter accounts that he got messages from were like, had like a follower or 0 followers, 3 tweets, like seemingly super newly created accounts.
New and or fake accounts.
Right.
Yeah.
And he said, I should also probably include that this happened a few days ago before I got that voicemail. I'm really about to go into hiding. And then quotes a tweet of his own that says, "Okay, I'm sitting in my car right now in front of my house, and this guy just started taking pictures of my house with flash and then walked away. What the fuck? It's 3 a.m. I'm going to die tonight."
Oh my God.
I feel like
Is that the last we heard of him?
No, he stuck around and interacted with people like for at least a day after posting that voicemail.
Yeah.
And then another person, Kylandia on Twitter, posted like the same voicemail that she got, and then some screenshots of her DMing with this first guy.
Yeah.
And then later text messages, and he said that he deactivated his account because he just didn't want to deal with he had 25,000 new followers in a day and was constantly getting notifications and press requests and shit, and just deactivated his account.
Shiver me timbers, dude.
tens of thousands of likes and retweets of this whole thing. And then,
Hundreds, I think.
what did it go that high?
Yeah.
And then, of course, the internet came to the rescue, as the internet is wont to do. And all kinds of people were like, let's solve this Carmen Sandiego case.
Dude.
So there were tons of people who were, you can still look at one of the more popular responses was the guy who actually wrote out the translation of the military
phonetic
code, the phonetic version
alphabet.
of it, in response to the initial voicemail. And even that one itself, separate from the main thread from Straightaway, has, hundreds of tweets responding to it, with people being like, well, what about this? Is it this? Did anybody try this? Like, people turning every element of this voicemail like inside out.
Are you referencing the dude who thought it was related to the Malaysian Flight 370 thing?
I knew that would be a thing. That was a thing?
Yeah. For sure a thing.
So one of the more popular responses was this guy saying that it could be those coordinates are very near to where people think that flight would have gone down or went missing.
Yes.
And then he made the jump that that could be the black box recording from that flight, and B, that because of some solar flares, it was being somehow amplified and distributed.
What?
And then from that made the leap that because it said, be cautious, they are not human, that there was something non-human on that flight that took it down. Which is just like many insane leaps in logic.
Yes.
I mean, you know, sometimes, but I don't know about this time.
Well,
okay, that's fair.
Okay, so first, like, I want to look at just the actual voicemail itself.
I think that's a good place to start.
SOS, danger, SOS already seems like a contradiction to me.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because SOS means save our souls, right?
Save our ship, usually.
Save our.
Save
our shit, dude.
Ship with a P, but shit too.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude.
Either, both.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Save us. Yeah.
Yeah, save us.
It's a request for help.
But danger. So like save us.
But also,
But also
watch
look
out.
out.
It's spooky over here.
Okay, wait though. Hang on.
Oh fuck.
Hang on though.
We got lizards on our boat.
In
my
defense of that not being repetitive, wouldn't it be possible that, like, say in a situation where a boat was under attack, they would say SOS, danger, so as to not be like, oh, we'll just send a rescue ship. It would be like, send a rescue ship, but also like there's something here.
We'll send in the SWAT boat.
I mean, right? Like, wouldn't
the
that be
guys
a
from
possibility? That to me, that makes it not repetitive.
We'll
if
send
you're
in the
saying
guys
that
from
there
ET.
is a danger, there is an ongoing danger, not just like our ship is sinking.
Yeah.
Because SOS is like, come save us. And danger is like, also, you could get fucked if you come save us.
Okay. Maybe.
Just a
I'm
thought.
confused about the next line, though, still. It is dire for you to evacuate. Evacuate from where?
Well, I
His
think
house?
depending.
The planet?
It depends on who you think it was meant for. If it was meant to be received by homeboy on Twitter, like the
Is
fuck.
there anyone?
Yeah.
Is there anyone for whom that would make sense, though, as a recipient, to say you need to evacuate?
Well,
You're saying SOS, we need help. It's dangerous here, but also wherever you are, you need to evacuate that place. Like, that doesn't make sense.
true.
No.
Agree. I also think that if I've learned anything from this show, especially when we talked about the number stations episode, I can't remember which episode that was, but when we talked about number stations and all that stuff, like coded lettering, you don't really have time for a whole lot of extemporaneous words.
Also,
True.
why
So
this
it
doesn't make
is
sense to me. That it
dire
would be,
for you to evacuate is like a kind of antithetical sentence to.
it's also just an awkward sentence.
Yeah, like you could have accomplished the same thing by saying
Evacuate.
evacuate. So
They
why
spelled out all of that in the
Yeah.
voicemail?
every
Yes.
one of we stopped it before it finished, but every
Yeah.
one of those words is just the first letter of
Well,
that
yeah,
word
yeah.
all lined out.
I guess I
that's-
didn't listen to the whole
it goes
thing
on
ever.
for like 3.5 minutes or something like that.
I don't
3
think it's
minutes.
that long. It's like a minute and a half.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Right. So, A, why is it written this way? B, it's not actually encrypted in any way. So
No.
if you're going to go through the hassle of spelling out each letter individually, why not just say what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Yes.
It seems
Yeah.
like this is done by someone who's trying to intentionally make it seem cryptic and mysterious.
I would like to know more though about if there is some sort of system that translates like keyboard strokes to audio to be passed through something like this, because then I could see how that might potentially be passed in a coded language that isn't super coded, but it's just like if you press H, it says Harold, and if you know what I mean.
Like
Yeah,
we
that's a
have
good-
some
yeah.
pre-recorded system where somebody just said those 26 words.
So
and
that
then
you could
can-
translate keyboard strokes into like letters
Into
through
the
audio in the
phonetic.
world. Because
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
you wouldn't use it as like a Siri, like translating something
So-
like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's- Just going with like this theory that it's either the Malaysian 370 flight or some other plane or boat or something. Help us, SOS, danger, watch out,
Watch out.
but also evacuate wherever you are. And then the next line, be cautious, they are not human. Who is
What?
they?
Yeah.
What sort of caution would you like me to employ here?
Right. I
Like
mean,
that's not a
The
helpful.
only thing I can think of really is if it was played on the plane, if we're gonna take that angle. You know what I mean?
But then you're
I
right.
don't-
But then we're back
yeah.
to like, why would you do it one letter at a time? Someone would have just said that.
Someone definitely would have just said that. God damn it.
And then it would
Yeah.
have never ended up on this guy's cell phone because solar flares don't transmit things from the bottom of the ocean to your voicemail. You dumb fuck on Twitter.
right. But I also think that, like,
Get him.
Swampcast.
smart ass. Like you gotta think though, was this meant? I mean, I don't take the plane angle very well at all. I mean, as far as anyone has been able to tell me, black boxes don't transmit words. They transmit a
What's a black box? Sorry, I'm
The flight recorder
I'm
on
young.
an airplane, it records like all the flight data, so like elevation and speed and all
Oh,
that
okay.
stuff. But I think there's also an audio recording
inside of it. They
of
generally
like radio transmissions and stuff.
Right
they generally
on.
record the last like 90 seconds to 3 minutes of cockpit sound before it
Before-
stops recording.
okay.
And then it's
Got
in. It's called the black box because it's in this like indestructible casing.
Oh.
So if it were to sink or the plane were otherwise damaged, this thing would survive. So you could piece
Yeah.
together whatever happened.
Okay.
They're waterproof and
Yeah.
relatively fireproof and all that.
And I think they do have like a GPS transmitter of some kind too.
Yeah, but that's
Some
the only thing that it transmits is like a homing beacon so
So
that
you can
it
actually
can be
find it.
found. But it's not just like playing radio messages.
Right. No. Right. Right.
Yeah.
Especially not ones that
It's not calling people.
Weird.
Yeah. I don't really understand like what this would have been other than a guy tweeting something like creepy for fun.
Yeah.
Like, what other circumstance would that audio exist in the first place and then somehow end up on someone's voicemail?
Yeah.
I also think the interesting thing about it to me is like usually when this shit happens, it's not an isolated incident.
When what should
Like-
happen?
Like
A
if this is a
voicemail like
prank
that?
that someone's doing, I feel like they would be done to multiple people, right?
Unless they really have it
Well,
out for this Twitter dude.
Yeah, maybe it's just like designed for this single dude, I guess.
I guess I was suggesting that the dude who tweeted this stuff was behind the hoaxing or pranking.
Oh, you think he
All himself?
himself is the one who's
I mean, you could
perpetrating
make
it.
that video in 10 seconds. You can overlay, I mean, all it is a screen capture of your phone playing a voicemail, and then you could overlay any audio on it.
That's true.
True. So you could go online for a audio generator that just reads
Yeah.
keystrokes and play it over your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't really know what the motivation is for that, if then dude deleted his Twitter account once it caught on.
Yeah, that seems like you're obviously doing it for attention, and if you're getting attention, why would you?
Yeah.
Right.
It must have been the government shutting down his Twitter account.
And I mean, yeah, it could be
You
somebody.
know something we don't want him to know.
That's how they talk in meetings.
That's-
They drum their fingers
I am
together.
the government.
Shut down Tyler's Twitter account.
Fucking Tyler, you know too
knows
much.
He knows
Our-
too much.
Our government can't do much right now. I doubt they're worried about Tyler's Twitter account.
yeah. Preach.
Sick burn.
Get
I
him.
mean, I'm just being honest.
Go right after him.
I don't think anyone cares about Ty's Twitter account.
No, I agree.
So I don't know. The hoax angle seems most likely, except like I don't know what his motivation would be, unless he's coming back with he's going to show up mysteriously, and this is part of the legend that his Twitter account got deleted by the
Government.
by the feds.
But the
By
thing
the
about
feds.
the thing about his Twitter account is that the Twitter username is taken, but now it's a 15-year-old girl. So
the feds turned him into a 15-year-old girl R.I.P. Ty.
It's just a private Twitter account, and it's like a picture of a girl, and it says this user's tweets are protected.
What?
And it's a totally different Twitter account.
Okay,
entirely.
now we're on
That-
to something.
That wasn't the case earlier today when I looked.
Go look at twitter.com/straightaway.
STRAYEDAWAY.
A picture of a girl, and it says, "Hey, I'm a 15-year-old." Well, I'm not going to read the rest of that, but
What is it? Come on.
Wow, that was not the case like 4 hours ago.
and it says this account's tweets are protected, and it has 2,000 followers. But that would have been a reset because the straightaway account before it got deactivated had whatever 25,000 or something like that.
It also says joined October of 2016. What in the? Are we missing like an underscore or something?
I don't think so. Because the way that I got back to this Twitter account to go find the original thread was from finding one of the reaction posts. And one of the tweets that was a reaction to the original tweet is still live, but when you click on the username, it takes you to this weird page.
Okay.
But I
well,
remember seeing the actual tweet on Twitter. Like it wasn't just a screen grab or
Right,
like
so
a video.
Yeah, I
or
saw
something.
it.
I
too.
saved a link to that tweet. And so now if I try and go directly to that tweet, it says, sorry, that page doesn't exist. And then if I go to that Twitter account, yeah, it goes to that girl's account.
Yeah.
What the hell?
What the hell?
Weird, right? That's why I asked if you had the actual audio because I went to try to go get it and make sure we had it for the show.
Yeah, people uploaded a bunch of other places.
Word.
so-
Yeah.
But I got
guess-
to this and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Dude.
And there are a bunch of like reaction videos and shit on YouTube now. So you can still find the audio plenty of places, but weird.
That's super weird. Try following that kid. See if they
Yeah, let's-
follow back.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, kid, how'd you get this Twitter account?
How much money did you pay
Who
for
let you
this?
into twitter.com/straightaway?
Did you kill Tyler?
Tell us where Tyler
What
is.
the hell?
Yeah, that's a new twist that I was unaware of.
That's pretty exciting.
There were some more people were tying it into all sorts of dumbass conspiracy theories too. Like there's some YouTube video from Malaysia of a guy riding a 4-wheeler down a path chasing a little alien guy. That happened about a year ago.
What?
Yeah, so he was saying like, oh well, the plane crashed
Obviously.
because there were aliens on it, and now the aliens are loose, and this guy chased him on his 4-wheeler.
I see.
Oh my God.
I
yeah,
see.
people went real off the
Dude.
rails with it real
And-
quickly.
And
Wow.
danger,
Yeah.
SOS, the little aliens are taking down airplanes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now they're in your DMs.
Solid.
Now they're
Maybe.
sliding in your DMs.
Oh, just voicemail. Apparently, they
Yeah, well, both sliding in your
taking it
voicemail
way back
and
to
then
leaving people
sliding into your
voicemails.
DMs.
Jeez.
I don't know, man. These are always weird to me because I'm like I said, not to be repetitive, but like if you are the one doing the hoaxing,
Yeah.
it seems like you would do this for the attention to grow your following, or I'm a storyteller.
why we
or
haven't done it,
whatever,
I don't know.
Your
Yeah.
rap
to
album.
hoax some shit. Yeah. Then you come back a week later trying to slang your mixtape or whatever it is, but like. There's no punchline to it. It just is a weird thing the dude deactivated his
Well,
account, and
and
a
now a
15-year-old girl
15-year-old
grabbed the
girl has it.
username, and it's done.
Yeah, we're also recording this 3 days after that tweet happened, so maybe he's working the long con. Bruno disappeared for like 3 months before he dropped his book.
It did kind of remind me of the Bruno thing a little bit, like constructing a pretty. Do you remember the Bruno story?
Bruno
Lydia? Did we ever tell you
Borges.
about that?
I don't know anything.
Mm.
Brazilian guy who disappeared and left like many handwritten books and paintings of aliens and shit in his room at his parents' house.
Not to mention a 6.5 foot tall statue in the center of his bedroom after he'd cleared out all the furniture and like nobody knew. And the kid disappeared. And when they went to go find him, they broke into his room and this is all that was left in his room and he was gone.
Paintings of like it'd be like an alien, and Bruno would be standing behind the alien in some crazy wizard robe with his hand on the alien's shoulder. And all these, like, all the books were written in code, and there were like 20 handwritten books in code. It was
And
crazy.
then he
It
dropped
was
a
weird.
book 3 months later.
Yeah, but
Well-
he also never came back.
His family dropped like some sort of translation of his coded novels.
Mhm.
So,
But we don't know if
I
he's
tried-
a real person.
I tried to get a copy of it, but it only exists in Brazil in Portuguese.
Oh,
So I could have bought like a physical copy in Portuguese, and then
had to
I don't
figure
know.
that
We could use
out.
one of those iPhone apps where we hover it over the language and then
Right.
translate it.
Right.
There you go.
But anyway, it reminded me of that because it reminded me a lot of the whole like construct a pretty elaborate thing, duck out,
Yeah.
let it be more mysterious because
Yeah,
you
except-
ducked out.
Except this is way less elaborate.
Yeah,
This dude
significant.
edited one video and tweeted it.
Yeah, responded to his own tweet like 7 or 8 times and
Yeah.
then deactivated his account.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Also, if you want to find Kylandia, still has all of her original tweets and the video of her voicemail up, and her
Oh.
text conversations with Ty.
Was her voicemail the exact same thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, wait, someone else got the same voicemail he did?
Yeah.
Oh, how did I miss that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Where have you
weren't,
been,
you
Ryan?
weren't listening, I guess.
Guys, it's so much to take in.
I know.
Yeah, she tweeted in response to him, I got the same thing, except hers was a little bit different. It's the same message, but it was during a phone call with someone else. She started hearing this like overlaid on the phone call she was having.
Oh, I
That's
don't like that at all.
That's twice as weird
Yeah,
if it's real,
right.
if it's true.
She also does not she's not trying to sell anything or do anything with it yet.
yeah.
She has 900 followers. It's just like
Yeah.
some girl on Twitter who either also likes jokes or also got a really weird phone call.
The number station
Weird.
stuff does sort of like potentially make sense to me, only because like when we go like, well, why would that make sense? It's like, well, inherently coded governmental, instructions to some operative somewhere in the world like isn't going to make sense to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for
But-
all we know, that language could be code for something else. Like that could be a find replace or something as well.
Yeah. Or it could be somebody trying to write something creepy.
Yeah, of course it
Like,
could. I'm not
'cause
saying
if
it
you-
couldn't. I'm just saying it could also be, it could be a message gone wired to the wrong place or the wrong time or something like that. That
But with the number station stuff, it was always like super, super encrypted. And this is not at all encrypted.
well, right, if you read it at face value, I guess that's what I'm saying.
You're saying all of this, like SOS, danger, SOS, it is dire, blah, blah, blah. That's all
I think
a cipher for something else?
I'm saying that it could be like a find replace letter code, or it could be some other
It
completely
happens
different
to
thing.
conveniently spell out full sentences?
That would be a good way to hide a code, wouldn't it?
I don't think that would work, would it?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a cryptographer.
Okay.
That would be a fun job.
Yeah. That seems
Maybe
unlikely to me.
SOS means S and danger means O, and SOS means S. So SOS, danger, SOS is really just
solid theory.
SOS.
Right. So they wanted to take something and just make it longer.
yeah. I'm a genius.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I think it's a dude fucking with us.
Case closed.
The whole creepypasta thing seems to be.
Why? What are we talking about creepypasta?
Creepypasta
know what
is
creepypasta
pretty
is?
fun.
Do you know what creepypasta is?
Yeah, but I don't see how it applies here.
Because
You keep talking about pasta and I don't get it.
isn't creepypasta like the whole concept of like weird internet conspiracy mystery shit that
think
is
it's, like,
sometimes
even more
dark
than
and
that.
sometimes scary and sometimes intense? Like, isn't that the whole thing? Like, to me, this is a pretty decent example of legends or images that have been sent around the internet, often brief, user-generated, semi-paranormal stories that are intended to scare readers, often including gruesome tales of murder or suicide or otherworldly occurrences.
This is the definition of creepypasta.
Of creepypasta.
Oh.
Apparently, the New York Times did an article on the concept of creepypasta in 2010, and it's basically like an internet genre of storytelling
Yeah.
that is often user-generated with the intention of like kind of freaking people out.
Yeah. And they have a whole like creepypasta Wikipedia sort of thing
Oh,
too, where
really?
you can, I think it's creepypasta.wiki. And then
Okay.
you can look up stories
the
like, this
legends
and
and-
the legends and
Gotcha.
kind of read into the history of the thing.
Interesting.
Do you
It's
want to tell us
fun.
about Dear David?
Oh my God.
Oh shit!
I know you were pretty
wait,
heavy into that one.
Should we take like a quick 5 and then come back to talk about Dear David?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's take a quick 5. Give us a cliffhanger. What is Dear David about?
It's about a ghost boy.
Ghost boy.
A documented ghost boy.
On the interwebs.
Yeah.
This is the What If Podcast. We love you guys. We'll be right back.
Come here, I'm gonna eat you!
Yeah. It's the What If Podcast. We out here feasting, but Spencer won't let me ask what if your pasta was creepy. I mean, come on, bro. Why you annoyed? We out here with Lydia, researching ghost boys. Dear David, creepy internet story. 2 hours a week, I swear to God, it's never boring. Real soon we gon' fly to the moon, but not yet. Lydia locked herself in the bathroom.
Oh my God. Well, I made it out.
You did make it out.
Welcome.
It's
But
every
I did
it's
have to
every
write
time
a
I'm
quick
here,
bar
man.
about you getting locked in the bathroom
It's every time.
because it's true and funny.
My house is old. I'm sorry. That bathroom was built 100 years ago.
Do you think?
That's okay.
Do you think a ghost boy propped the door shut while you were in the bathroom, and that's why you couldn't get out?
There was a ghost chair under the doorknob on the other side.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened.
Speaking of ghost
Sorry.
chairs,
Oh God. Okay, well,
Where to start with Dear David?
seriously. Okay, so Adam Ellis is actually a cartoonist, comic book writer that I've loved for a long time before this even happened.
Uh-huh.
He's from New York. This has been happening to him, this haunting, since last summer. So it's been ongoing.
August 7th of 2017 was
Yeah.
the first
He
first tweet.
This
is
dude's
in
been
it.
documenting a haunting of his apartment for 9 months.
Multiple apartments.
Multiple.
He moved.
He moved, man. Because of this, pretty much. Yeah, so the haunting is ongoing. It continues to this day. And I don't think he's in it for the long con because he already had a large following.
Because he's already been conning everyone for a long time. Is that what you're saying?
That's what it sounded like.
No.
Well, let's start at the beginning.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
was the first instance of the creepiness?
The first tweet is, so my apartment is currently being haunted by the ghost of a dead child and he's trying to kill me.
Coming in hot.
Coming in
He
very
really
hot.
just like, hey, somebody's trying to, I just dropped my headphones.
She got so excited, she dropped her headphones.
Did you, or were they pushed off of your head by
Oh
a
my
ghost?
By
God.
a ghost boy.
Okay, already I've had many, many sleepless nights because of this terrible. Also, I'm over dramatic. So even to myself.
I mean, I get it. This one's creepy.
yeah. Fuck.
So,
I can't even get into this, man. I'm gonna freak out.
I mean,
great. I can't wait.
yeah, no, that's good.
So he starts seeing a.
He starts.
A
Well, no,
ghost
he
kid?
doesn't see the boy yet.
Okay.
Well, he sees him in his dreams in the beginning.
Oh.
But he
So
also,
that's how he knows he's being haunted by a ghost boy?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Go ahead.
whatever. He has this dream. He's dreaming about this freaky boy, and then he has a dream a few nights later where he was in a library and a girl comes up to him and says, "You've seen Dear David, haven't you?"
Gross.
He doesn't know what's going on
This
at
was
that
in
point.
a dream that
Yeah.
someone approached him
He's
and
been
asked that?
dreaming about David.
Yep.
And then he has a dream where this girl says, "You've seen him, haven't you?"
Got you. And to make it creepier, David's head is crushed?
Bashed in, yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
And
Good.
we find out why later.
Okay.
Spencer said good.
Good.
Well,
Can't wait to know.
Fuck that kid.
he's going around creeping people out.
He's
That's-
really
that's rude.
creeping. Oh, man.
That's rude.
So he's like, "What?" And in the dream to the dream woman. And she's like, "Dear David, you saw him." And then she continues to say he's dead. He only appears at midnight. And you can ask him 2 questions if you say Dear David first.
2 and only 2?
Only 2. And if you ask 3, he'll try to kill you. That's
Oh.
what she says.
Reasonable.
So,
Reasonable, except like super confusing. You know, if
Ghosts
if you're
have very
into the
strict
whole
rules,
genie
man.
thing, right? Like 3 wishes, right?
Well,
man.
genies aren't ghosts. They're still alive.
I know, but if you're
Sinbad?
into the rhythm of, you know,
She just said Sinbad.
he did.
just,
yeah,
he was a genie, maybe.
who
Or a
knows?
ghost.
I don't know.
He played the ghost of a
Whatever
genie.
timeline I'm in right now, I wish this wasn't part of it. Because this freaked me out. There was a whole day I couldn't go down to my room in my parents' unfinished basement because I
Because you thought
was
Dear David was going to be in there.
I was so fucking scared.
Yeah, word.
The drawings, I didn't know this dude was a cartoonist. Yeah, it makes sense because he's got a real nice cartoony drawing of a kid with half his head smashed in, which doesn't make this any less creepy.
No, but it's a pretty detailed drawing, which is unfortunate.
It really is. It really is gruesome. I don't know. Oh God. I'm not gonna sleep tonight, boys.
So he's got he starts seeing this dude in his dreams, but then also starts having sleep paralysis.
Yeah, but hold on.
Oh, sorry.
He's asking Dave questions
Oh,
here.
right.
So he asked
Sorry.
Dave how you die. And he says, I died in an accident in a store. Well, little Dave here comes up to him in the dream. He's sitting in a chair staring at him. And then he gathers the balls to say, how did you die? Then he's like, I died in an accident in a store.
Question number 1.
That's question number 1. Then he says, Dear David, what happened in the store? And Dave says, a shelf was pushed on my head.
It seems like he could have killed 2 birds with 1 stone there, you know.
He really
Wait,
could have.
who?
He
Adam Ellis.
could have asked a question
you
that
could
would
have
have
combined those
encapsulated
questions.
all of the information
Dave's
he
too
gained
smart
with
for
his first
that.
2
He
questions.
really could have. Yeah.
No trick questions.
No.
No, I'm just saying, you know, get the most out of one. You only got 2 questions you can ask a dead kid. Like,
Yeah.
save room
Yeah.
for something else, not where did you die? In a store.
What
What
kind-
happened in the store?
What kind of bookshelf was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were there green beans on the shelf? Oh shit.
Where they canned.
Beans on a bookshelf?
Well, it was a grocery store. She just said a shelf fell. It didn't say a bookshelf.
Oh.
It was a shelf.
I guess we both made assumptions there, didn't we?
Well, I did say earlier that he dreamed he was in a library.
Yeah, but
Here
I
we go,
assumed that
conflating
when a shelf fell on the kid at the grocery store, it wasn't going to have books on it.
No one said grocery store. You're making stuff up.
No, he said grocery store.
No, it said an accident in a store.
Oh, shit.
Ha, we're both wrong.
We're both wrong. Damn.
I don't even care. It's so
All
scary.
right, so he asked.
So then he's so scared and so lost in the moment.
I get it.
Adam says, question number 3, who pushed the shelf? And David doesn't fucking answer.
Because he asked the 3rd question.
Because now
Fucked it
he's
up.
going to,
Because the answer is
Fuck it.
now I'm going to push stuff onto your head.
oh my
Adam.
God.
Adam. Fucking Adam. I had one
Yeah.
rule, Adam.
And you fucked it all.
Fucked it up.
Well, this rule was conveyed by the mysterious dream library woman, right?
Yeah, so he had no reason to believe it.
Right. We don't know if that's Dave's rule.
And who knows, Adam isn't lucid dreaming, as far as I know. He can't control the number of questions his brain
That's a good
asks,
point. That's a good point.
right?
He's just a naturally curious guy, perhaps.
Indeed.
Yeah.
He's a cartoonist. He's observant.
Sure.
Anyway, he wakes up and starts Googling shit, and he can't find anything about a kid dying in a store.
Ever?
Ever. At all.
No kids have ever
Well,
died
like,
in stores.
I mean, in the city, in
Where-
New York.
This is
Yes.
happening in New York?
Manhattan.
Okay.
Yeah, so then he keeps trying to Google even different names, and then nothing happens for like 2 weeks,
So he sees Dave in a dream, asks him 3 questions,
and then doesn't see him for like 2 weeks. He probably
'Cause-
thinks I'm in the clear.
because Ghost Dave is plotting his murder.
Yeah.
Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, ghost.
But then after these 2 weeks go by, his cats start sitting by the door at midnight.
Oh, because cats can see ghosts.
For sure.
Yeah,
they're
have you
very
guys
in
seen
tune,
Coco
man.
yet? The movie?
No, I'd like
The
to,
Pixar
though.
one? I watched it last night. Very good.
Are there ghost cats?
It's so good, but spirit animals.
Okay.
And they can see the dead.
Oh, I
like
cried
dogs.
like a child. It was so good.
I did cry like.
What's the logic with animals seeing ghosts?
I don't know, but it's cross many cultures.
It is across many cultures. You're
Yeah.
right. I think this is purely anecdotal and hypothetical, but
Yeah.
I would think that we think that like dogs can smell better than we can, and like owls can hear better than we can, or whatever. Like we understand that certain animals have a sensory spectrum that goes beyond ours or is different than ours, and maybe we just give them credence that maybe their sensory
I feel like they're
wheels
more
are turning.
connected too, and more present, and
Yeah.
with it, and with that could come this sense of
It's like
knowing.
it's like when animals like leave a space before a storm, right? Like,
Yeah.
and people are like, "Oh, what's that about?" And then a storm comes, and they're like, "Oh, I bet they were leaving because of the storm." Like we don't really have like a
Are you saying thunderstorms are caused by ghosts?
Yes.
not in as many words, but maybe
They push the clouds to where they need to be.
it's ghost spit,
Yeah.
sucker and suffer and suck attach.
Anyway, so the cats keep freaking out
Ghost
for.
barf. It's our new
I don't
band.
know. He has a picture here where it's update for the 6th night in a row. I'm having many tiny strokes
I have
today.
a problem with some of these photos.
So just from a high level, if you go through, Adam has been documenting Dear David on his Twitter account, like we said, for
for like
almost
half a year.
now.
Yeah.
And he's not just writing 160 characters or 280 characters now every time. He's sending like photos and videos and like videos from his phone and videos from
recordings
a
of him
Nannycam
sleeping.
and photos of photos that he took on a Instacam and all that stuff. And I just say that to say that he's done a lot to try to back up or evidence his story as he goes. And I don't disagree with you, Spencer.
So the first photo that you just referenced, it's just two cats looking at a door.
Yeah, that's fucking scary.
Cats looking at a door is scary?
I mean,
Why?
If you think about what is implied,
Right.
it's
but that-
terrifying.
Right, but how many cats look at doors all the time, every day? Like there could be someone in the hallway. There could be nothing happening, and that's just where his cats are.
Well, he
Also-
says before that the apartment above him was vacated, so he was the only person in the duplex.
Sure, but I'm just saying there are a million reasons that a cat might be interested in what's happening on the other side of a door, or might just
Like a mouse.
happen to be near a door. Like we don't know that. We have no context.
That's true. We
Also,
don't
he
know
says
if the
it's happening
hallway's
at-
out there.
He says it's happening at midnight. He posted this at 10:40 a.m. and this photo is clearly lit by daylight.
which one?
You bitch, you're right.
That is not. That's not the lighting in his apartment.
No, it's too pure.
Yeah.
It's not yellow enough to be.
And
Old
then in the
apartment
next one, his cat is sitting by a door, and he holds up a little like clock from the 50s, which is conveniently
Set to.
happens to read 12. Like that's
Spencer.
irrefutable evidence that he has a hand wound
Spencer.
clock set to 12 and a cat by a door.
Spencer,
Ghosts.
you sound pretty anti the entire concept of this podcast right now.
Oh my
I'm sorry.
God.
Keep going, Lydia. Tell us more about Dear David.
Darn it.
Totally about to get
Anyway,
murdered
so
by a
he
ghost.
shares a freaking video.
Sit the next couple out.
Shares a. Oh, frick. Shares a video of the cat watching the door.
Oh, well, in that case. That
Pissed.
basically proves it.
It's pissed.
A cat meowed in New York.
So
That might have been the only time it meows.
if we fast forward a little bit, he leaves town for a little while. Adam leaves town for a few weeks and sets up a nanny cam in his apartment to continue trying to do more visual documentation, a la the cats.
Just real quick,
Yeah.
you skipped the part where he puts salt around his door.
And you also skipped the part where he sees Dear David in the hallway.
Oh shit!
I cannot believe you.
How could I?
Okay, so there was a shadow in his hallway that he took a photo of through the peephole.
And
because-
then in the thread, people had broken it down and found the outline of Dear David in his smashed head.
Oh dip.
His smashed head. Let me tell you what.
Let me tell you, he must have smashed it in the store.
A shelf must have fallen on him.
Oh boy, that's a pretty
Yikes.
shelf-sized dent in your head there, Dave.
Are these the same people that find faces on Mars?
What is that called again? Pareidolia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of myself for that one. Damn. Can I have a higher one? That one scared me.
No, boat horn.
You say you pitch that down like a Godzilla fart.
Boat horn only.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, so he takes a photo of a shadow in his hallway, and then he puts salt around his door and says, LOL, I don't even know if this is the right kind of salt.
At least he's
One
got
way
a
to do it.
good sense of
'Cause he
humor
doesn't
about
know his
it.
ghosts. He's just a
He's
little
just
cartoony
got a
guy.
good sense of humor
Not a
about
ghost
it.
guy.
So yeah.
Then he goes to Japan for 2 weeks.
Goes to Japan, and the
Yeah.
nanny cam he sets up is like a motion activated thing, and so he's taking screen grabs of his phone, saying, "Hey, I'm getting motion activated."
But he also got sound
Alerts,
recordings.
sound
while he was
recordings.
sleeping.
His rocking chair is moving.
Okay, yeah,
his motion activations while he's outside of the country.
It's almost like there are animals living in that apartment.
fuck.
Well, yeah, but the video of the rocking chair is definitely not animal caused. It's just sitting there still. There's nothing in the video, and then all of a sudden it just starts to slowly and then faster, and then it slows back down and stops. It's weird.
There's
The
a
video's
rocking
weird.
chair in my
I'm
basement.
not saying he didn't make it, but I'm saying the video's weird. Like, it looks creepy.
I always love like what is implied with stuff like that. Like there's a living sentient thing in your home
Yeah.
who just like once every 2 weeks is poking your rocking chair.
It's definitely not living. Spencer.
Hey,
It's definitely,
hey,
it's definitely very not
this
living.
chair should be over there.
Yeah.
Over there.
It's the opposite of living.
Okay, see you in 2 weeks. Like what?
Yeah.
So
You make it.
Hey, maybe he was just sitting in it. Maybe the little sad dent-headed boy needed a fun little rock in the chair. Maybe he was sad.
I guess.
I'd be a lonely little boy if I was alone in the ghost plane.
I mean, he's clearly not thinking straight. He's got half his head.
He's got half
smashed
his
in.
head.
He's not out here. He might be just sitting there poking the rocking chair. That might be enough joy for him to last fucking years.
At least weeks.
At least weeks.
At some point, well, hopefully it'll last him an eternity because he's a ghost. He's screwed.
Yeah.
At some point, Adam buys a Polaroid camera
Yeah.
because
My phone stopped loading the
Okay,
rest, so
yeah.
I'm going to need to reference you.
there's
No
a
worries.
there's a Storify.com where he put together all of these tweets.
Yeah.
Only the Dear David tweets in order with all the photos and videos and stuff.
It's the
I'll
same
link
as his Twitter username, which shout out to Adam is pretty solid. It's Moby_dickhead.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty great.
He's really funny.
So he starts taking pictures of his apartment with this Polaroid camera and claiming that any pictures he takes of the hallway outside his apartment turn up totally black.
And he's got multiple pictures.
He goes through
Yeah.
a
To
lengthy
show that.
process of trying to demonstrate that he's actually getting black photos.
Yes, except in the videos that he takes of himself taking these photos, there are conveniently cuts. He never shows the photo being developed all the way to black and the picture being taken. He
Yes.
shows both, always with a cut in between.
Yes.
And in the one picture,
Suspicious.
he posted two stills, one of that he took with his phone, and then one of a Polaroid, where he's like, look, the hallway is lit when I take it with my phone, but when I take it with this Polaroid, it's dark out there, in which he clearly turned off the lights in between the two photos.
Yeah.
And like the light switch is on the wall in both photos, and you can see that the light switch is off.
Spencer's mad about.
Bro.
I just don't like
I didn't look that into it.
some of the
there.
stuff. Like, I like these stories and this stuff is fun, but you can't do that if you want me to play along.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I want to play along, but you can't just take a picture where you're like, the hallway is dark. It must be filled with ghosts. There's so many ghosts that the light just can't get to the walls anymore.
Oh
But
my
when
God.
the dark hallway photos look like they were just photoshopped.
I think he just turned the
or
fucking
just,
light switch
yeah,
off.
I think he just turned the lights off.
Maybe.
Anyway, then he starts burning sage for a while, and that buys him a few days, Dave free.
God.
Then, the next a couple days later, he says sage did not work.
Oh my.
That's a very ominous tweet.
Yeah. Honestly, going through this is making me feel like I will be able to sleep tonight.
You're welcome.
Debunking.
Yeah.
We're here to help.
Yes.
See,
We're here to make fun of things that are on the surface quite scary.
I can't buy in. We can't all buy in fully because then we're gonna freak people out. I need to bring people back to like, yeah, this is some doofus taking photos of his dark hallway.
He's not a doofus.
Yay!
You're right. This is some gentleman.
Yeah, some guy I'm a big fan of.
A storytelling gentleman.
I'm meant doofus in a loving way. I would call any
Yeah.
of the three of us doofuses.
Yeah, I'm a doofus
Yeah.
for sure.
See?
A big one.
Yeah, we all are.
My IQ is not that great. I'm just
Us too.
It's 2 digits. He then starts seeing David in his dreams again. He says, in my dream, my bedroom was filled with hazy smoke, but I could see
It's
David
the sage.
sitting. I could see David sitting in the chair across the room. He was smaller this time, almost shrunken.
Oh, oops! I burned my apartment down with the sage. Don't do it.
Darn it.
He didn't do or say anything except look at me. Anyway, it feels like a bad omen.
Anyway, how are you guys?
Then the cats are back to staring at doors. And then he starts recording. Starts using this app on his phone.
The sleep.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That records. It's like the way that a motion sensor works, but for audio. So if there's a sound over a certain threshold, it automatically starts recording.
Yeah, like if you snore.
That's what they're usually used for.
Or if-
Yeah.
or if-
to catch your snores and see how bad your snores are.
Or if ghosts, are visiting you.
Yeah.
Or
They're
if
rattling some chains around.
or if a den-headed young man comes to visit you in your bedroom.
Sit in your chair.
Yeah. Oh, God.
So he records
God.
records and posts 3 audio files to his SoundCloud. That one has like a little click in it. I guess I could play them.
No,
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, do it.
They're not.
I'm just going to take my headphones off.
They're not super spooky or anything. There's one that has. This is one of them. So I'll play again. There's just like a kind of a snapping sound and then like a groan or a breath. So, that could totally be him.
Yeah, cracking his toes.
Yeah. Or
I can
like
crack my toes pretty loud.
Rolling over.
Can you?
Let me try the
You
other
look like
foot.
you're about to rip your foot off.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Oh!
That's a first.
That's
That is definitely a first.
Yeah.
You did that so vigorously, you look like you were going to take your foot right off.
Just rip your foot off
I'm
on the
just
podcast.
so excited.
That'll make a sound.
He posted another one that is just sort of like a humming sound. Just sounds like
I bet that's what a ghost sounds like, messing
Yeah.
with the electricity.
right. It's just some sort of interference or something.
Snap, crackle, and pop.
And then one more, which that one sounds like something.
That one sounds like,
Ugh.
oh my God.
I wouldn't recommend the related tracks on SoundCloud. Not a good time.
Not a good time.
Nope.
I'm right back where I started.
Stay the fuck from around there.
Oh my God.
That last one is like, it sounds like a footstep.
That or somebody in another room. Now I'm,
But also, it would be super easy to record a footstep and upload it to SoundCloud.
yeah.
It doesn't mean it was a ghost.
But I don't
footstep.
feel like a child would have that prominent of a footstep.
No, because it's Adam recording his own foot on his floor.
Yeah, I know. I'm playing along.
Oh, right.
Oh my God.
Well, he said that David was shrunken one time and larger one time, so maybe he can change size.
Oh my God, you're right.
Ooh,
Or maybe
Big David footstep. Big David mad.
he's got a real big head and it's not balanced, so maybe he falls.
Yeah.
A lot?
Yeah.
Maybe that's his
Sounds like a
head. That's his
footstep.
big,
Well,
swollen,
it sounds,
lopsided head
it
hitting
does
the
sound
ground.
an awful lot like Adam was trying to make room for there to not be as much suspicion, like what I just said. Wow. Did that make sense?
Sure.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it sounds like
Yeah.
I'm going to be Spence for a second. Him saying that sometimes he's smaller, sometimes he's bigger. That sounds like Adam is like, well, then if they hear a loud footstep in this SoundCloud track I'm
that
going to
was
put
Big
up,
David.
they can't deny it because sometimes he's bigger.
Yeah, sometimes the narrative shifts, if you will, to match what is easier to explain.
He then also credits David with a thunderstorm warning, which I didn't really understand.
Yeah,
that
that
part.
one. That's when it really got off the rails for me. I was like, all right. He's like, boy, it sure is creepy outside. And I'm like, the little half-head boy is changing the weather now? I'm confused.
I don't know.
I'm
still freaked.
I'm going to skip over the storm thing. He then has
Isn't
another
this
dream.
He has scratches?
Yeah, he has another dream where David is dragging him through a warehouse, an empty warehouse.
Okay, this is where I've really bought in.
He's dragging him by the arm, and then he wakes up and he has a bruise on his arm.
Yes, he does.
Which, it might have been from the ghost kid pulling him through the other realm.
Sure looks like a bruise.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure,
I have a bruise on my arm right now that I'm pretty sure didn't come from a ghost child, but you
You
never
never know.
You never know.
Hey.
He says, quote, "Now look, maybe I injured myself the day before and my arm was hurting during the night, which manifested as a dream. There could be a totally logical explanation for it, so I brush it off. I went to go get coffee, which I do every weekend." But then
Oh my God.
he lives next to this warehouse space that he claims was busy and inhabited and full until the day that he had this weird empty warehouse dream. And then mysteriously the next morning, it has been abandoned. And there's nothing inside this warehouse except for
David!
Oh my God, you scared me.
except for a single green chair, like the one in his house that Dave keeps moving around when he's not there.
Oh my God.
And I don't know how far we want to get into this. It goes on for
Months.
months and months, and he posts videos of stuff moving in his house when he's not there. Something falls off the wall. A rocking chair appears to move on its own.
Yeah.
He then finally gets to, he says he put a camera up facing his bedroom and had a timer on it so it would take photos every so often throughout the night. And he captures and posts a bunch of photos of a little child-sized something walking around his bedroom, crawling up onto his bed, standing over him on his bed,
Oh my God.
and then eventually coming over and sticking his face
I'm
in the
clenching my
camera
butt cheeks. I'm so scared.
and grabbing the camera.
Okay.
Which is the last of, and then he also finds this weird, creepy, abandoned crawl space above his apartment that he thinks is where the ghosts are coming from.
It's only one. It's just Dear David.
Well, for now.
For now.
Oh, and a little baby shoe falls out of the ceiling. And then David stands on his bed.
Okay, those ones really fuck my dick. Because truly though.
That's truly, though.
But really, though. Yeah,
Because-
the photos are super creepy.
Yeah.
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 I mean, and
They didn't even foreplay me. They just went straight to fucking my dick, dude. I was so scared. But I'm saying
The
this.
sweary boys are now the sweary boys plus one sweary girl.
Okay. So I'm saying this to make myself feel better in the moment.
Okay.
Someone said that David looks an awful lot like a child-sized CPR dummy with its head bashed in.
Yeah. The close-up one is weird.
I don't want to see it ever again.
Okay, cool.
No, I do.
The close-up one is kind of the worst. It's like half of a fuzzy head and a fucked up looking
That
ear.
looks fucking real as shit. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
There's some real hair on whatever that thing is. I don't know. This dude obviously still has his Twitter account and is active, and
And he
even-
says, like, if you guys are just following me for David, sorry, I've had this for 8 years.
yeah, well, and he tweeted today, somebody asked him about, hey, what's going on with Ghost Dave? And he said, I've said a few times that I'd update if anything happened. I'm not going to start inventing stuff just to keep a steady flow of updates. I promise I'll keep you informed. But if you're only here for the David tweets, I don't know what to tell you.
I kind of like that.
That's his very good transition of now buy my art.
Right. Now that I have 1 million followers, please buy my shit.
Hey, look, I tell you what. He did a great job of captivating the internet with a long ongoing story.
4 months.
No, longer than that.
No, I know. I
wasn't it?
just meant 4 months. FOR.
Oh, got it. Yes. Yeah, like almost a year's worth of shit. And
The dude needs to start a PR firm if he's not actually being haunted.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's got, each one of these tweets has 30 and 40 and 50,000 likes on it.
The story was everywhere. Like it made its way into some actual publications over the summer.
The videos that he posted had many of them have over 1 million views on Twitter. Like he told a hell of a story. I think it's all bullshit, but I think it's really good bullshit. Like he did a great job of playing a very like, you know, he waited a couple weeks for every update. He did different like levels of documentation, so it wasn't just words. You know, like he did a good job with keeping the hook out there.
It's a pretty creepy story to begin with.
Almost like
little deformed kids haunting your bedroom.
Yeah,
it doesn't get much creepier than that.
No,
yeah. The pasta only comes that creepiful at one place.
Creepiful,
and that's
I like
the What
it.
If Podcast Olive Garden. The What If Garden.
No.
What If Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to sandwich creepy pasta served by the What If Garden. That's
Ravioli.
No, we get it. It's just
weird.
Ravioli.
Weirdly.
Did you hear mine?
What'd you say?
It was pretty good.
Do it again.
No,
You missed it.
no, I said ravioli moly. Crazy. What do you?
Well, that's getting turned into a drop for next week.
I guess we're done here.
Lydia saying ravioli moly.
Lydia, you sticking around to do more weird shit with us?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's our episode on creepypasta, even though Spencer won't let us call it creepypasta, so it'll probably go up as something else. But you guys like the phrase creepypasta. We're not going to talk about Slenderman, by the way. Somebody was in an episode like this asking us about Slenderman, but we don't like talking about stories where people just end up dead or stabbed or whatever, because those aren't actually fun.
Not how I'm going to spend my time.
To talk about.
No.
Yep.
We'll do mysteries and disappearances and fun, creepy internet stories. But
Children murdering children is out. Sorry.
out of the game. But we love you guys, and we do appreciate the show recommendations. If you want to send them to us, you can send us an email at hi@whatifpodcast.com. We've been getting hella good emails this week. Thank you all for being awesome. If you want to send us those on the interwebs via socials, that's at whatifpod on all the places that you can be at or / anything. And last but not least, thanks to everybody who joined the Patreon this week. We got a bunch more Patreon supporters. And if you want to hear us do another full hour with Lydia, we're about to record a full another hour of the What If Pod with her for the Patreon. That's patreon.com/whatifpodcast.
Oh, we out of here.
Spencer hit a
nicked her,
button
bud.
and lost it. Hey, we out
The
of
whole
here.
program's cocked.
The whole program's cocked. We love you guys. Thank y'all for listening, and we will see you next time.
We'll be back next week with another episode of the What If Podcast. Learn more at www.whatifpodcast.com.